What is a psychic? In the 300 years between 1450 and 1750, a psychic meant a witch. During the Reformation and the 30 Years' War, there were up to 100,000 executions of the so-called witches. Although most people would immediately cross you out of their dinner list if you dare to talk about psychics, many of us are fascinated with the special gifts some of them possess. That is probably why we have the Psychic Band, which includes the 125-episode Psychic TV series, 130 episodes of Mediums, Long Island Medium with 117 episodes, and still going strong, let alone Supernatural, Vampire, and the list goes on and on. Have you ever wondered why people show so much interest but very little respect to psychics? I mean, the general public, for the believers, they may feel they are divine messengers, or I should say, messengers with special gifts sent to us with special missions. Whether you consider people's psychic ability as a gift or something demonic, you have to admit they are different. Do you know what psychic ability means? In today's short video, I want to show you what a psychic is, and I want you to meet a person with such abilities. Trust me, in 10 minutes, you'll have a totally different perspective on a psychic and psychic abilities. Let's start by categorizing the different kind of psychic abilities from A to Z. They are apportation, aura reading, automatic writing, astral projection, bilocation or multilocation, clairvoyance, death warning, divination, dowsing, energy medicine, empathy, faith healing, mediumship, precognition, psychometry, remote viewing, retrocognition, which means perception of past events, scrying. It is the use of an item to view events at a distance or in the future. Telepathy, which is transferring of thoughts, words, or emotions in either direction. Wow, no wonder people call psychic ability a gift. Don't you think this long list looks almost like a Christmas wish list? Do you know anyone with such abilities? Do you have any of these abilities or gifts? Do you want to meet someone with these gifts? Our guest today actually has 15 of these gifts. However, we will only focus on aura reading, which is the color around you, energy medicine, divination and empathy, precognition and postcognition. You will either hear from our guest speaker or our producer whose unbelievable encounter led to the production of this video. To many people, psychic is totally nonsense. Nothing anyone says will change that. But for some other people, Nostradamus and his prophecies proved psychic gifts do exist. For me, growing up, I was fascinated by my mom's chat with her psychic friend Ross. My mom loved to hear the good predictions, and it seemed that was all she got. So do I believe in psychic ability? I will say more yes than no. And even the most talented psychics can't have perfect 20/20 vision. Whether it is peeking into the future or seeing through the past, it is usually hit and miss. But psychic phenomena is definitely the kind of mystery we want to decode, or I should say, discover. To get her first-hand experience on this mystery, our producer signed up for a 2-day psychic workshop taught by James Van Praagh. She said it was great and very interesting. She then attended several psychic fairs. It is the kind where people with different gifts hold free classes and charge for readings in an exhibit hall. The fact she went to a few of them and even paid for our photographer to have several readings means she must like it a lot. That is how we found our mystery guest. I have to tell you that he does not look like a psychic, other than his piercing blue eyes. He usually looks really friendly. I think most people wouldn't pick him out of a psychic lineup. Can you tell me who is Jerry in this McDonald? Now, let's meet Jerry Yusko. As part of the mystery decoding, our producer Sherry met with quite a few psychics. Although many of the predictions have yet to happen, she wants to share her experience with our viewers. Or a reading.
In a nutshell, what I do is I determine by how I see energy flowing around the body, whether you have a blockage in that area, whether your chakras are opened or closed, and if you have any blocks from the chi energy coming out.
Energy medicine?
I don't call it energy medicine per se. I've been called an intuitive medical healer, but what I really do is I see the energy within the body. My mind gives me the ability to act like a X-ray machine or sometimes an MRI machine, and I do hands-on healing, and through my hands I can communicate with your body through your aura, through your blood, through your water, and I ask you personally what's wrong with you, and then I can see energy coming off your spine or off your different parts of the body, and if it's not in tone to what the electrical current should be, I can send energy there and then start healing.
Divination and empathy.
I use that technique in my healing. And what I have learned was, if you align your body to the frequency of the person that you're working on, you can actually create cohesion between the two bodies. And depending on how you line up your water within your own system and vibration, resonant frequency and harmony to the other person, you can actually do instantaneous healing. And that's what I strive to do, okay? So basically when I actually work with you and I read your hand or whatever I do, I'm actually communicating with three things in you. One, your physical presence, which is your body. Two, the electrical impulses of your mind, because I can see imagery. And three, your higher self, which is outside yourself, which is your spirit. And so I've learned how to, through telepathy, talk to all three of your essential beings, okay? And so telepathy is really cool because you can actually take and transfer thought from your own self into another person and have them respond accordingly. Because what you're really doing is you're not talking to the mind anymore. You're talking to the energy of that actual person when they are in a transitional state of being relaxed and accepting of energy.
When I first talked to Jerry, the first thing he said to me was that I have issues with the left side of my neck. I did not think my stiff neck was obvious, so I thought he was spot on. But I can't rule out that he may have sensed my extreme pain there. However, it was what he told me after that really got my attention. He pointed out almost all the problem areas just by viewing my aura. He then did the energy balancing on me. Again, I can't rule out I may have been influenced by my wish to be healed psychically. But I have to tell you, I felt immediately better after the treatment, and my neck is as good as new now. And his post-cognition was as impressive. He told me a lot of things only my family knows, and the few things he told me have actually happened. I don't want to get into too much details as everyone perceives things differently, but I think he really has the gift. No one can deny that psychic abilities are a mystery that are also viewed as a conspiracy. Although our producer has never been known as a psychic, she has decoded events in advance. I don't know if Jerry also helped her with the ability to sense my request for a pay raise and denied it in advance. But I really enjoyed this short meeting with Jerry. Hope you did too. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.